Hello YouTube, how's everyone doing? Professional here. Welcome back to my playthrough of Ace Attorney. We're continuing from where we left off, and we're gonna wrap up this case now. I'm pretty sure this is the end of it now. I thought the last part was gonna be the end, but we're gonna take Lance down. I'm not letting him get away with this. What should I do? If I leave it like this, the truth will be lost forever. March 13th, 4:27 p.m. Gate Utterland main gate. If I can't get permission to investigate the crime scene, then the truth will be lost. So, on the last part, Mr. Amano purchased a haunted house, but in reality, even if something this insane would happen, he would not be able to really stop the police from searching the scene because they have probable cause that there has been a murder that has happened there. And even so, even if they were not allowed to, all Agent Lang or, Edgeworth would need to do is go to a judge and get a warrant, and then they'd be able to search the place, but then they could probably get rid of the evidence by that time. Hold it, hold it, hold it! Okay? Mr. Edgeworth, what are you doing spacing out? Have you forgotten? There's only one thing you should do at a time like this. And what is that? When the people are in a bind, the hero of justice appears to save the day. Look, you just leave it to me. Prime K30, the second of the great Yatagarusu. But I thought you were a thief, not a hero. The Yatagarusu is noble and is always a thief of justice. That's... of course! If we have enough information, I can recreate the insides of the haunted house with this. Plus, if we then factor in everyone's testimony, you can recreate exactly what happened when I dropped off the ransom money. We'll be able to figure out some new information through this. It's worth a try. Agent Lang. Ah, so you want to use your little toy. Be my guest. Okay, hang on. You're all about to witness the true power of a real modern-day Robin Hood. Detective Gumshoe, is there a copy of the haunted house blueprints among the police reference documents?
Yes, sir. We got it just in case we needed it for the kidnapping case.
Alright, I'll input the haunted house data then. Yes. Good, good. Thank you, Kay. I thought that Lance was gonna get away with this because of his rich dad. What is this? Where are we?
It's like we're inside the haunted house.
Even if we can't inspect the real location itself, the path to the truth slumbers here. If I can successfully navigate my way using logic, I'll ultimately arrive at the truth. Now then, I believe I'm ready to investigate the crime scene. Okay, what should I recreate first? You haven't figured it out yet. Hey, maybe I have, and maybe I haven't. But I'm going to make you do all the hard work. Very well. I'd like to inspect the moment in which I was ambushed by my abductor. The two of them were definitely in this place at that time. If I can verify that, it may provide me with a new lead. I had just come out into the hallway after leaving the money inside the dining room. Yeah, I remember he went in the dining room, and then he turned around, and then the costume figure came up behind him and hit him with the head with the sword. Yeah, he was right there, crouching in that corner. That time I saw a badger slumped over on the floor at the end of the hall. Eh? What was a badger doing all the way down there? I also thought it strange. However, I thought that maybe it was simply a mannequin that was set there for atmosphere. Do you know which badger it was? No, it was too dark to tell. All I saw was its silhouette. In that case, I guess I'll just program a badger silhouette in for now. Okay, programming complete. Okay, yeah, this is what happened. This is the start of the case. He walked in the haunted house, he dropped off the ransom money, and then the killer came up behind him. And that's when you were struck from behind, right. Yes. That's odd. The hallway is a dead end. Where did your assailant come from? There is only one location I can think of. I believe my assailant was lying in wait here. Right here, it's the only place. They were pretending, it was a mannequin.
Take that!
That doll I saw wasn't really a doll. It was in fact a costume kidnapper. Oh, so he used the costume as the perfect camouflage to blend in with the rest of the house. Precisely. He waited until I had made the drop-off and was about to leave. Then, just as he saw me take a step towards the exit, he stood and launched his attack. I can think of a no better hiding place than this. Hey, not bad. I'm beginning to think I should steal this tactic for myself. Just don't use it to do anything criminal, Kay. Yeah, and then he got knocked from behind. Well, Lance? Oh, what? What are you asking me for? As one of the kidnappers, I figured I should give you the chance to confess first. I was one of the kidnappers, but I don't know anything. I did come up to the haunted house, but I never set foot inside. I left Oliver in charge of picking up the ransom money. He did set foot inside. Is he telling the truth, or is this another lie? Alright then, you're claiming that it was Mr. Deacon who assaulted me. Yes, I'm sure it was him. Okay, I'm putting the new info now. Mr. Deacon was the Bad Badger, right? Since the Bad Badger has a gun attached to its right hand, I'll have to change the weapon in its left hand. It was not the Bad Badger. I'm pretty sure it was the Proto Badger, because I would have remembered the black sunglasses on the, No, it was not the Bad Badger. Now to verify the facts of this recreation. Begin investigation. Okay, let me also save. I only got one chance here. I'm gonna make this count.
Miles, my boy, what is the meaning of all this? Do you plan to pay me back for all I've done for you with the conviction of my son?
I have not forgotten my debt to you. However, your son's crimes are a separate matter. Further, I can't ignore the truth when it's right before me.
You will regret this! I promise you that!
No matter the outcome, I never regret the choices I make. Miss Potts, by my hand, I will prove your innocence in the murder of Mr. Deacon. Therefore, please don't fret. It will soon be over. Do you not trust me? That is... Your face is all beet red, Miss Potts. No, I can't. I have Lance. Lolly, don't tell me that you like that guy more than me. That's... Oh, why am I so pathetic? I'm so easily swayed by even a single glance. What exactly is she going on about? I think you have another guilty person on your hands, Mr. Edgeworth. When you take a look around, it almost feels more like a house of mirrors. Indeed, who has ever heard of this many mirrors inside of a haunted house before? Well, at least we know that this is the real crime scene, thanks to these mirror shards. Like a mirror house haunted... Like a mirror house haunted house hybrid, this place is full of mirrors. Hey, wait, these shards, there's something different about them. Oh? The ones we found earlier are thicker than the shards from these mirrors on this wall. And look, there's some sort of design in the back, too. Pieces from that costume are certainly different from the other mirrors. What does this mean? Could it be that, our pieces are not pieces of these mirrors? Different from the mirrors on the walls, very thick and has a design on the back. I imagine this is how he snuck up on you. That gadget of yours can even replicate people's movements. Well, it's used to plan heists, so, of course, it's gotta be able to simulate the place. It's definitely very well made. Perhaps too well made. Maybe I should confiscate it after the investigation. Piece of a set of armor piled here. Why do you think they almost always have sets of armor inside the haunted house, and there's a sword in it? I suppose this sort of interior design is meant to bring out a sense of the abnormality. Why do all of your explanations have to be so hard to understand, Mr. Edgeworth? Now try to explain it again. This time so that even a thief like me can get it. That may prove to be a most difficult task. I remember glancing over and seeing this figure sitting here as I left the dining room. So I guess I got it spot on when I put it here in my recreation. I didn't take a good look, but I'm sure there was a badger here. So have you not noticed anything worthwhile? I have no obligation to talk with you. Well, I'm fine with this little thief in solving this case. That toy is very well made. Ha, that's because it's the heart of a noble thief, Yadagarusu. okay, that may not be something you want to advertise to everyone. So, Sheena, what exactly is the source of this extra-dimensional-like space? I believe it's nothing more than a projection from that girl's toy. So it's all an illusion, right? Yes. Hey, don't treat this like some sort of silly light show. Talking to Agent Lang. Thanks for letting us use, Little Thief. Lang Z says, reject not those who seek the truth. So keep in mind that I'm not doing it for you. I'm doing this for the truth. Don't worry, I understand. We may have different methods, but our wish is the same.
I can't believe what I'm seeing, sir. This space that I'm standing in, it's like I had some crazy dream.
Except that this isn't a dream. This is something, Kay's gadget.
No, wait, this is exactly like a dream, sir. I've never been so impressed. It's a miracle.
Someone sure is easily impressed. I'm so glad you like it.
Oh, so this is a product of your gadget. Now I wish I had one too.
Well, once it's over, I'll help you play with it for a bit if you want.
You do that for me, pal? Thanks. Alright, let's wrap this case up already.
It's times like these that I wonder if they understand the seriousness of the situation. Wonder what Lance has to say. You can lie all you want, but it will be all for naught, Lance. As soon as I expose the truth, you will be placed under arrest.
How can you do this? After all my dad has done for you?
What your father has done for me is unrelated to the charges you face now.
They're unbelievable.
You know you sound kind of like a bully right now, Mr. Edgeworth. If I'm not serious about this, he will never understand the true gravity of his crimes. I will not allow him to remain a child forever. Ha! Now you sound like a dad. Okay. Let's take a look at this. You didn't recreate the weapon. Yes, so the person who struck him was not the pink badger. It was not the bad badger, because I remember it didn't have the those black sunglasses. No. It's pretty sure it's the proto badger. Well, I can't exactly recreate something I know nothing about. So tell me, what were you hit with? The attack came from behind, so I have no idea. But I doubt it was someone's bare hands. Okay. Then where were you hit? I was hit on the right side of my head, just above my temple. There was a bit of blood, but it wasn't anything serious. Ouch, sounds painful. Why are you smirking like that, when you say it? It's just your imagination. Now let's see. I wonder if there's anything in the hallway that could be used as a weapon. I'm looking for something the culprit could use to hit you with. The sword. The prop sword.
Take that!
I have it. There is indeed one such object lying here in this hallway. A prop sword. Are you talking about this thing here? Yes. Although we did find it at the kidnapper's hideout. Wait, yes, it's possible that the culprit took it with him after using it on me. To leave no evidence behind, right? Correct. It may be worth more thorough examination yet. Okay, so what test do you want to run on this sword? Save again. Test with luminol, because if he's wearing a costume, there's not gonna be prints on it. Luminol, there might be, blood on it. The culprit was wearing a costume at the time, so fingerprint analysis is useless. Yep. Let's run a luminol test. It's possible that some of my blood found its way onto this. Agent Lang, may I ask for your cooperation in this matter? Like I have a choice. Sheena, call the lab boys. Understood. Except for a dab on the left side, it would appear that the blade is spotless. So it must have been the left side of the prop sword that hit you then, right? Culprit hit me in the right temple area with this. Okay, I'll update the recreation with this new piece of info. I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. And in the next instant, the badger will swing his left arm complete with weapon in hand. Yes, to club me with the left side of the prop sword. Shall I recreate the moment of impact? I want to see the painted expression on your face. It's just fine the way it is. Well, maybe not. Is it just my imagination, or is something not quite right? You know, the Bad Badger is pretty bad looking when you see him up close. Well, what did you expect from a character named the Bad Badger? And those sunglasses, wearing them in the dark makes him seem extra bad. Now I'm lost. Which meaning of bad does she really mean? It's me. I have no, to say. It's rather embarrassing to see myself like this. Oh, so what were you thinking about the time? I don't recall, but I would guess that I was thinking about the kidnapping. Really? Because I don't think so at all. Your face practically screams, I'm about to be, conked over the head. Hehe. If I had known that at the time, do you think I would have, let myself be hit? The right temple area. The temple. This would be like right here. I think it's the sword. Hit him in the right temple. Finally, I found a clear contradiction of facts about this sword. Except for a bit on the left side, this prop sword is absolutely spotless. However, if the culprit had used his left hand, the blood would be on the opposite side. The opposite side, huh? If the culprit held the sword in his left hand, then the sword's right side would hit. I see, but the blood was on the left side of the sword, right? Which means that he used his right hand to hit you. Exactly. This prop sword is a large handguard, attached to the hilt. It would be impossible to hold it with two hands while wearing a costume with such big hands. Therefore, it couldn't be the left hand or both hands, it must have been the right. I'll change the data to reflect the right-handed swing. Not yet, Kay. There's no sense in changing anything yet. If you change the parameters to the right hand, it only create a new contradiction, the gun. Changing the prop sword to be in the culprit's right hand would be a conflict of what? The model gun.
Take that!
The Bad Badger already holds a gun in his right hand, so he can't hold a sword in addition. Hey, that's right, then what now? If it wasn't in his left or his right hand, it means that the one who struck me could not have been the Bad Badger. Are you paying attention, Lance? Mr. Deacon could not have been the one who struck me. Which leaves only you as our primary suspect. Fine, it was me, I hit you! It appears that you lied to me yet again, but see how quickly they catch up to you, Lance. Wait, isn't Lance left-handed? Ah, yes. But that's what makes this deception all the more interesting. He used his right hand to make it look like Mr. Deacon had been the one to strike me. For you, see, firing a gun with one's non-dominant hand is difficult. But that level of dexterity isn't required to swing a prop sword. Yep, that's true. Okay, please input this new data. The one who hit me from behind was Lance. Or should I say, the Proto-Badger. You got it. Here I go. Yeah, it was the Proto-Badger. Now we have a faithful recreation of the situation around the attack on me. Alright, all I have to do is examine the new recreation and... And what exactly is so funny, Agent Leg? That amusing little gadget, it sure packs a punch, right, Sheena? Yes, it was all I could do to hold my laughter in. Hey, don't make fun of Little Feet. You mean old werewolf? He and Mr. Edgeworth bring out the best in each other. You've had your little fun, but now it's my turn. I've sat quietly by listening. but the crude conclusions you two keep spewing don't whet the wolf's appetite. There's no guarantee that your toy will always show the real situation at any given time. All it displays is whatever information you put in there, right? Well, when you put it that way, your suppositions are wrong. It's not your fault, so I'm gonna let you in on this. There's a trick to this haunted house. And what may that be exactly? A trick beyond what your tiny imaginations can produce. Sheena! Here you are. Now then, what you miss, girlie, is written right here in this pamphlet. The 7 Wonders of the Haunted House, the Disappearing Badger. But what is this? I'd say that someone around here spawned in theatrics. And as you can see, they set a doll down at the end of this hallway for that purpose. Basically, the blue badger you saw was just a stupid doll. Map and explanation of park attractions listed. How can this be? Guess that throws your whole theory about it being your attacker right out the window. But that can't be right. Maybe the culprit hit the doll somewhere. And then he laid down and pretended to be it instead. Yup. If the criminal couldn't even hide himself in the hallway, how could he hide a giant doll? You get it now? Thanks to your presumptions. Your logic started off weak and led you to the completely wrong conclusion. Now get off your high horse. Mr. Edgeworth. Okay, I wonder if you could please input the new information for me. You don't know when to quit, do you? I can't quit, not until I can declare that I found the truth. Agent Lang, for the additional information, you have my thanks. Yes, there you go again. We'll see if I care. Okay, I'm updating the recreation now. That looks really weird. Look at how it changes from the blue badger into the proto badger all of a sudden. If the slumped over badger was a doll, where was my attacker hiding? Well, that's what we're going to find out, right? So come on, Mr. Edgeworth, let's go. Yes, let's. This recreation can't be right, which means there must be a contradiction somewhere. It's the proto badger who struck me. I suppose I should really say that it's Lance. Oh, are you gonna get him back? I need not resort to violence when the lawsuit I plan to bring to court will suffice. Really? Because I would totally have decked him right back. If someone steals from me, I steal something from them. If I get hit, I hit them back. If I get paid, I return the money. That's the secret to how a great thief works. Her third statement doesn't seem to be much benefit to her survival. No. Something's not right here. This is where the Proto Badger shows up in our recreation. Yes. Now the question is, where did he come from? Yeah, but there's no place to hide in our current model. There must be an inconsistency somewhere. I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. I want to see this window. Oh, I can't open it. This blue badger is a doll for use in this haunted house. I bet the one who killed this blue badger was a bad badger, right? According to the Blue Badger Bible, it says that they are each other's worst enemy. All because one's an ally of justice and the other's a vile criminal with a gun. Perhaps they were just destined to battle each other. Much like the Steel Samurai and the Evil Magistrate. There can only be one of these, there's two of each costume. Maybe that's one of them, too. Let's see. Hold on a second here. There's something wrong with this blue badger. How, like what? The way the belt is on him is opposite of how it should be. Did you make a mistake? Wait. That's the way the belt is on in the picture. But in the pamphlet, the belt is different. Right, that's... It's on the other end. Other side. What? That can't be. I inputted the image data exactly as it is in the pamphlet. So then why is the blue badger dressed up in reverse? The blue badger in the pamphlet is wearing his belt in the reverse direction. The blue badger is in the pamphlet photo is in reverse to the regular blue badger. Why? There must be some sort of explanation. Proto badger. Like a mirror house, haunted house hybrid, this place is full of mirrors, mirror shards. The blue badger in the pamphlet is wearing his belt in the reverse direction. It's a mirror! That's what it is. It's a mirror. In the mirror, it's gonna be reverse direction. It's a mirror. It's not real. It's a mirror. That's why it's reversed. It's not real. Okay, do you remember what you said earlier? What I said earlier about what? The disappearing badger. It's a mirror. About how this building might as well have been a house of mirrors. A house of mirrors. Oh, that would be explained in reversed or mirror image. Yes, this blue badger might be nothing more than a reflected image of a real one. Then was the blue badger you saw just a reflection? When I looked down this hall, I thought it was perfectly straight. However, if there was a mirror... Oh, then it would actually form an L shape, right? Precisely. I was deceived. The hallway was almost pitch black. And there was a beam in the way that obstructed my view of the other hallway. Wait, but why build this place like that? It sounds pretty pointless to me. Okay, this house is an attraction at an amusement park. They created a mirror wall for a very specific purpose. One I can point you to. This was the reason they built a mirror wall. The disappearing badger.
Take that!
As it's written in the pamphlet, the main draw of this attraction is the mystery of the disappearing badger. You mean they built a mirror for that trick alone? But you said you saw the badger, so it's definitely still there. That was true at the time, however. Doing this allows someone to make the blue badger disappear in a flash. Move the mirror wall. Move the blue badger, no. Move the mirror wall. To remove a reflected image, simply move the mirror. First, the mirror was constructed so that it could be moved. Then beyond where the mirror was, an empty hallway had to be created. Oh, so when they wanted people to see the blue badger, they would open the mirrors. And when they wanted to hide it, they simply had to close it again. This explains why the other side of these fragments have a design on them. Ah, and if the pattern is the same as the other walls in this hallway, then where the mirror is closed, it would blend in with the rest of the walls. This is the mirror trick that this haunted house employs. And this also proves the existence of a hiding place for the culprit. Huh, how so? Think about it, Kate. There's a place at the outside of my field of vision. The culprit kept out of my sight by hiding here. Right here, yeah. This area, when this area was closed, yeah.
Take that!
There was a very large blind spot, one I could not see beyond, and it was here. If my assailant hid on the other side of the movable mirror, then you wouldn't be able to see him. He didn't even need to do anything to the blue badger doll. Exactly. All he had to do was wait for me on the other side of the mirror. Wait, hold on. I just thought of something. Yes. Well, shouldn't the mirror wall be broken right now in reality? Since we have a few shards, we can probably assume it is. Yes, it most definitely is broken. The question is, when was it broken? Since we found these inside the victim's costume, that would mean that the victim was there when the mirror was broken. Wait, that sound. Leave the money and go now. That sound I heard was most definitely the sound of a mirror breaking. Okay, I'd like you to input some new information. Don't scare me like that. Sorry, but I need you to recreate something for me. Sure, whatever you need. So what do you need anyway? If you could, first recreate this hallway just before I entered the dining room. You got it? Now this, I believe this is, how it was right before I entered the dining room. Yeah, this exactly. Although at the time, I thought it was but a single straight hallway. And then I went inside. It was around then that I heard the sound of a mirror shattering. You heard what? Then, yes, I believe it's then that the mirror was broken. And that's when Deacon was killed. Okay, so then, when you stepped outside into the hallway again, the mirror wall should be, no longer exist, Kate. Please recreate that. Got it. Wait, but with the mirror gone, the culprit lost his hiding spot. So where did he go in his Pro Badger suit, Mr. Edgeworth? Ha, that's easy enough. With the mirror gone, he simply hid himself in the branch hallway. I think that this about wraps it up. Looks like we finally solved everything. No, not yet. An even larger contradiction has now reared its head. Huh? Perhaps you did not notice. But this recreation contains a very troubling inconsistency. The inconsistency between what I saw and the recreation lies. If the mirror is broken, then he should be able to see the badger that was here.
Take that!
Okay, take a good look at the end of the hall. Oh, there's no blue badger there. Exactly, the blue badger that I saw in reality is not here. This is the final point on this long chain of logic. The last remaining contradiction. So let me get this straight. When you came out of the dining room, you saw a badger, right? And that is precisely where the final contradiction lies. Something that shouldn't exist was there before me. Who or what do you suppose it was? I believe this is the real identity of our mystery badger. Victim's costume, worn at the time of the shooting.
Take that!
The badger I saw was in actuality the dead victim's body. Oh! It wasn't a doll, it was a dead body. Herc! What? Agent Lang, the entirety of my complete logic is my final decisive piece of evidence. The murder happened in the hallway of the haunted house at the time of the drop-off. And you can consider the moment I heard the mirror breaking to be the real time of death for Mr. Deacon. No. Maybe it was due to their fighting, or perhaps it was the life-shattering bullet. But no matter what the cause was, the hallway mirror's wall was broken. Ah, you were in the house at the time, right? Are you telling me that you missed the sound of a gunshot?
Objection!
There was a variety of sound effects playing at the time. All for theatrics, I assume. The gunshot might have blended right in, yup. Ah, yeah. Now then, I'd like you to recall something for me. Who was it, that was the victim at the haunted house? Who was the one who had the opportunity to rob the victim of his gun and use it on him? It was you, Lance Amano. I'm sorry. It's not like I had a choice. Oliver turned on me all of a sudden. He snapped and turned violent right after I hung up with you. He shoved me to the ground and straddled me. I fought back as hard as I could. I grabbed his gun and I shot him. But that doesn't explain why you tried to frame your girlfriend. I don't believe this. The bullet must have went through his body and shattered the mirror. If I hadn't taken his gun and shot him first, I would have been the one you found. He's a hardened criminal. He escaped from jail. See? That justified self-defense. No.
My boy was only trying to protect himself.
That remains to be seen, and will have to be resolved in court. Agent Lang, I leave the rest to you. As if you were the one in charge around here. Guys, arrest these two and get them out of my sight.
Oh, wait! I had nothing to do with the murder. The only person you should be arresting is Lance.
Dad. Sorry, but you're not slipping away that easily, Mr. Ernest Amano. You tampered with the evidence so that you could cover for your son. What a great dad you are, willing to risk it all. Truly touching. By the way, do you know why I'm really here?
And how could I possibly know the answer to such an asinine question?
You wound me. I came all this way from across the sea just to see you, you know?
You came to see me?
What's that supposed to mean? I have a few things to ask you, Mr. Amano, about a case from 10 years ago. Case from 10 years ago? Oh, what's the name that you used here for that case? China. It's known as the KG-8 incident. The KG-8 incident? Oh, so you remember it. Good. Then you'll recall that the trigger in that case was the Amano Group scandal. Specifically, the charge of an internal smuggling ring. Smuggling. There's that word again. At the time, the person that was arrested as the ringleader was Mr. Amano's very own secretary, Mr. Colin Deveray. Ah, father. Even though you pushed the crime onto your then secretary, Mr. Deveray, I always suspected that you were involved with the smuggling ring, Mr. Amano. Mr. Deveray was arrested in place of you. Which is why, when he broke out, you hid him from the police, right? You hid him in exchange for his silence on your little dirty secret.
Now. Please calm down. I honestly have no idea what you're talking about.
Pretend to be ignorant all you want. We're taking you down to the precinct anyway, for a nice long chat. What the? Who the heck was that? I'll take him down to the precinct if you don't mind. And who the heck are you? Oh, that's Jax. I'm Jax Portsman. I'm the prosecutor in charge of this case. Oh, because this is before that case. This murder case happened before the first one.
Oh, Jax, thank goodness you're here.
Don't jerk me around. This is an Interpol case, so keep your paws off my suspect. Sorry, but I can't comply. I've got the backing of the prosecutor's office. See, in this country, we prosecutors work with the police to bring cases to court. So if you could please cooperate with me here, that'd be great. Now, how about a handshake to seal the deal? Sorry, but I hate prosecutors, the whole lot of you. Guys, arrest the two suspects. Sir. Oh, I almost forgot. Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth, is it? I'd like to thank you. Thank me. Yeah, for working so hard to fulfill my goal. Hey, is that any way to thank someone? And what the heck is that supposed to mean? You were so relentless of Lance that you forced Ernest to tamper with evidence. Thanks to that, I finally had a legitimate reason to arrest him. So how does it feel to bite the hand that feeds you? The hand that feeds me? I'm not sure I follow. It's no use pretending with me. You're the one, right? You're the corrupt prosecutor that's working for Mr. Amano and the smuggling ring, right? No, I would never do such a thing. What the heck? Our intel's never wrong. In your prosecutor's office, there's definitely someone working with the ring. So Agent Lang suspects my relation to Mr. Amano. It's probably Jax. Jax is the corrupt prosecutor. That must be the real reason behind his antagonistic attitude. On top of that, your mentor was Manfred von Karma, right? There were non-stop rumors flying around about forged evidence with that guy. You're not twisting the truth behind those closed courtroom doors too, are you? The courtroom is a place where the truth is revealed. Ha ha ha! Well, don't worry, it's not only you. The whole lot of you can't be trusted. A prosecutor who never lost in 40 years? Every defendant must be found guilty? Fueled by that kind of thinking, is it any wonder that courts produce nothing but falsities and lies? It would seem that his disdain extends beyond just me. Prosecutors to courts. Why is this man so angry with us all? Rest assured, the next time we meet, I won't be so forgiving. So don't you forget it. Please wait. Agent Sheena. Why does Agent Lang hate all prosecutors so? Lang is the head of the long-honored House of Lang in Zangfa. The heads of all police-related divisions in that country were of Lang blood. Were? What do you mean by that? Aren't they still? They were revered, but that was long ago. They don't hold that sort of sway anymore. And it was all because of the courts. How can that be? A prosecutor once withheld and tampered with the evidence one of the Lang detectives found. That evidence's purity was tarnished and it cost the Lang family its honor and trust. But not all prosecutors are like that. Even so, Lang will never respect the court again, or any prosecutor. So Agent Lang is a man who hates all courts, and is unwilling to forgive prosecutors. Man, what a piece of work that guy is. Come on, Jim. We better catch up. Yeah. We still gotta deliver that thing to the old man, after all. Deliver that thing to the old man. Detective Gumshoe, I believe it's time we wrapped up and headed out ourselves.
Yeah, are you going home, Mr. Edgeworth?
No. I've done nothing to be entangled in one mess after another since my return. If it's alright with you, can you drop me off at my office?
No problem, sir.
Excuse me.
Yes? What is it?
Thank you very much.
Oh, it's okay. No need to thank me, pal. Just doing my job as a detective.
I guess I was fooled pretty badly by Lance. Oh, cruel fate, what's a woman to do when she's been hurt by the one she loves? And to think I never realized my father was right there. I never said anything to him. I knew it, I'm a failure. Ah, there she goes again, talking to herself. Miss Pops, I wonder if you know why your father participated in the kidnapping. No, I have no idea. Your father died while he was trying to stop Lance. Which means that from the beginning he had no interest in the staged self-abduction. Wait, then why did he... I believe it was because of your presence, Miss Pops. Me? Lance realized that the two of you were related, which is why he used you as a hostage to coerce Mr. Deveray into cooperating. Father! As a felon, he could not tell you of any real relation to you. However, as the Mono family butler, at the very least he was able to watch over you. It was all he could do, but that was the shape of his overflowing love for you. Go on, speak your mind. Thank you very much. You're welcome. Although, there is no need to thank me. No, Lauren, stop. I mean, this man's so much older than you. Heh, looks like you've completely stolen her away, Mr. Edgeworth.
Way to go, sir.
Your technique is way beyond the level of a great thief. What are you going on about now? Wow, your deducting skills may be sound, but you have no street smarts.
That's Mr. Edgeworth for you.
Yeah, I mean, he still hasn't figured out who I am at all. If you hadn't remembered it all this time, I guess I'm just going to have to say it. This isn't the first time we've met, you know.
What do you mean, pal, Mr. Edgeworth? How do you know this girl?
Looks like you totally forgot me too, Gummy.
Gummy?
Here, maybe this will jog your memories. I promise I'd return this to you one day, remember? That single piece of cloth took me back far into my past. That fateful day 7 years ago. when I first met the child K and Detective Gumshoe. Oh, so it ends right here. So I guess we'll find out more about Mr. Amano's involvement and what's going on here exactly. It's possible that Colin Deveray was innocent the entire time, was framed by Mr. Amano. But thank you guys for watching. I hope that you guys enjoyed this part. If you did, do drop a like, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care, everyone. Have a wonderful day, guys.